You ever walk into your house and feel heavy? Like the walls are closing in, not because it's small, but because it's crowded with things, with noise, with what used to mean something. The Amish, they don't live like that. Their homes breathe calm. Their lives whisper balance. No rush, no mess, just peace in wooden form. Today, we're unlocking their secrets, the quiet ones. The 10 ways they declutter not just their homes, but their hearts. This isn't about minimalism. It's about meaning. So sit back, slow down, and let's step inside a world where less truly means more. Welcome to Rustic Pantry. 1. The beauty of less. How Amish simplicity begins at the core. They say peace begins at home. But what if home itself has become the noise? The Amish figured this out long ago. Their houses breathe calm. The walls whisper stillness. No chaos. No extras. Just what's needed. When you walk into an Amish home, you don't feel emptiness. You feel air. Space. A kind of quiet honesty. They don't chase design trends or shiny decor. They keep what matters. They ask themselves one simple question. Does this serve life or just fill space? That's the key. They don't just declutter their rooms. They declutter their souls. Every corner is purpose. Every object a story. It's not about being perfect. It's about peace. Less furniture, more freedom. Less stuff, more silence. And in that silence, they find something rare, clarity. 2. Every item must earn its place. Here's something the Amish live by. If it doesn't serve, it doesn't stay. Simple rule. Hard truth. In their homes, nothing just sits around. The chairs are for sitting, not for draping clothes. The jars are filled, not stored empty. The tools are used, not collected. Every item earns its space. That's why their rooms feel alive, not crowded. They don't buy duplicates. They don't hoard for later, because later rarely comes. And that's where we go wrong. We think more means security. But the Amish? They find safety in enough. When you have less, you use more wisely. You care deeply for what you own. You fix, you clean, you keep it going. Ownership becomes respect. That's their secret. Everything has a purpose or it has to go. 3. The silent power of routine cleaning. They don't wait for clutter to attack. They stop it before it begins. The Amish don't clean when they feel like it. They clean because it's part of life. Monday, laundry. Tuesday, ironing. Wednesday, mending. The rhythm never breaks. Each day carries its duty. It sounds strict, but it's freeing, because chaos doesn't stand chance. You'll never see piles of undone work in an Amish home. No, I'll do it later. Later is today. They treat their home like a living thing. It needs care, rhythm, touch. They don't dread cleaning. It's sacred, a kind of quiet meditation. When they sweep, they think. When they fold, they pray. That's how the home stays calm, because they don't let clutter win small battles. 4. Sentiment without attachment. The Amish knows something we forget. Memories aren't inside things. They're inside us. That quilt your grandmother made? Keep it if it warms you. But the 10 other things collecting dust? Maybe it's time. They remember people through stories, not objects. Their homes are clean of emotional traps. Each item that stays with purpose. They don't cling to the past. They carry it, lightly. A handmade Bible, a family photo, maybe an old rocking chair. That's enough. They let go without guilt. That's rare, because letting go is love too. You don't forget by throwing away. You remember by living lighter. That's what they teach. Sentiment doesn't mean storage. It means heart. 5. Functional furniture and multi-use design. Walk into an Amish room. You'll see a table, sturdy and plain. But look closer, it folds. It stores. It transforms. That's how they live. Smart, not flashy. Their furniture does more with less. a bench that opens to hold linens, a shelf built into the wall, a chest that becomes a seat. Every piece is thought through. They don't chase brands or trends. They build for life. And when you do that, clutter doesn't stand a chance. You don't need 10 pieces when one does it all. The Amish homes look empty to some, but they're not. They're efficient, intentional. The space breathes, and so do the people inside it. Because when your home is clear, your head follows. 6, the handmade mindset. They make what they use, with their hands, slowly, carefully. That changes everything. When you make something yourself, you don't waste it. You don't replace it for no reason. You respect it. The Amish quilt that took weeks to sew, it's not disposable. The wooden chair carved by hand, it'll last a lifetime. When you build, you bond. That's why they don't buy endlessly. They don't fill rooms with plastic or cheap decor. They fill them with meaning. You can feel it when you walk in. Handmade carries warmth, soul. It holds the energy of care. And that's what makes Amish homes timeless. Nothing screams for attention. Everything whispers purpose. And that whisper is peace. 7, decluttering through sharing and giving. When something no longer serves them, the Amish don't throw it in a bin. They find a new life, a neighbor's child, a cousin, a family in need. It's never wasted. It's shared. That's the quiet generosity of their world. Things move in circles, not piles. A chair travels through generations. A blanket finds a new home. That act of giving keeps clutter out and kindness in. You can do it too. That dress you never wear, someone might need it. That extra set of dishes, they could fill another family's table. The Amish don't see possessions as property. They see them as blessings. And blessings are meant to move. That's why their homes stay light. They let go often and with joy. 8, a clutter-free mind leads to a clutter-free home. Clutter isn't just stuff. It's a reflection of thought. The Amish get that. They live quiet lives, free from noise, ads, temptations. Their peace begins inside, and it shows outside. They don't crave new things every season. They don't chase what others have. They focus on gratitude. When the mind is calm, the space follows. When the heart is still, the home shines. It's not about perfection. It's about intention. They live with less because they think with less chaos. If you can quiet your wants, your home will transform. That's the real secret. It's not in the cleaning, it's in the wanting. 9, seasonal clearing, the Amish way of renewal. Every season brings a new rhythm. The Amish follow it faithfully. Spring cleaning isn't a trend for them, it's tradition. Winter ends, and they open every window. Air the quilts, scrub the walls, polish the floors, everything renewed. In summer, they mend and repair. Fall, they prepare for cold. Nothing piles up, nothing sits forgotten. Their year moves like their work, steady. This cycle keeps their homes alive. Never stagnant, never dull. You can copy this rhythm. Let each season remind you, it's time to start fresh. You don't need to do it all at once. Just follow nature. As leaves fall, let go. As flowers bloom, begin again. That's how the Amish stay free of clutter. They live in sync with time, not against it. 10, gratitude is the final secret. At the end of everything, it's gratitude. Always. The Amish thank before they begin. Thank before they eat. Thank before they rest. That gratitude spills into how they live. When you're thankful, you stop reaching for more. You stop buying to fill silence. You start noticing how rich you already are. That's why their homes glow quietly, even with so little inside. Gratitude replaces greed. Simplicity replaces stress. You don't need more to live well. You just need to appreciate what's already here. That's the last secret, and maybe the hardest. To clean not just your house, but your heart. Because once that's clear, everything else falls into place. Maybe it's not about having the perfect house. Maybe it's about having a peaceful one. The Amish figured that out long before us. Their homes aren't spotless because they chase perfection. They're calm because they live with purpose. Every item chosen, every corner respected, every day simple. Maybe that's the kind of beauty we've been missing, the quiet kind. So tonight, when you walk through your home, ask yourself, does this serve me or just sit here? And if it just sits, maybe it's time to let it go. This is Rustic Pantry, reminding you that peace isn't found in more, it's found in less. Until next time, live simply, live softly, live slow.